Who holds you accountable to your standards, your goals, and your vision? Happy Monday, friends. Thomas Joyner with Business on Purpose here. Excited you're here joining us. So, meeting with businesses can be a roller coaster. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of variables at play every single day. So how do you navigate those? How do you kind of work through those and make sure you put the work in to build a business that matters? What I see more often than not is that most of us don't have a plan. And so we're stuck in the same place, just spinning our wheels day after day after day. About a year ago, I'm meeting with a heroic business owner that I think very, very highly of. And we spent a little over an hour just talking about their business, the highs, the lows, the wins and the struggles. Really just all of it. This guy had no problem articulating where he wanted to take this thing. And in all honesty, he had the confidence and the drive really to get it there. He even had a plan for all the stuff he wanted to develop in his team. So we parted ways. I just kind of wished him well and told him to call me if I can ever help with anything. 8 months later, you fast forward and just invited him to lunch again, was excited to hear just an update on the business, and he came in frustrated. And the frustrating part for him was he hadn't done anything with those plans to grow his team. Sales had gone up. Their reach as a business had gone up, but organizationally they were struggling because he lacked the accountability to get what he wanted to accomplish and to really get it done. He would wake up and there would already be a fire burning in his business, but instead of letting it smolder a bit so he could work on some crucial elements, he ran to the fire to put it out. And he listened to the loudest voice shouting for his attention, and he just never got around to it. But it's a story that's not that foreign to us, right? I mean, here's another one. A separate heroic business owner I met with, this was months ago, wasn't much different. This one, however, kind of needed some help with his vision, so we worked hard for a few hours getting that written down and in place. We went our separate ways as they weren't quite ready to take on a one-on-one business coach. So I checked back in on them about a month ago, and they haven't stuck to their vision. They got distracted and are chasing other things that are moving them further and further from what they really wanted in their vision story. And again, they ran away from the accountability that would have held them to it. Does that start to sound a little more familiar? Let me give you a third story. A third business I met with months ago. We sat down and spoke about getting all their processes recorded. They were hoping to sell their business in the future, but really wanted a sellable business that someone could come in and run from day one. They're not a franchise, but they wanted to operate as a franchise with a standard group of SOPs that they could come in and whoever they sold it to could run it from day one. So we went back and forth for a while, but they felt like they didn't need the accountability and they could just handle it on their own. So I said, that's great. Go for it, and we'll just see what happens. So checked in on them a couple of weeks ago to hear their process and to hear their progress. And like most businesses, they just got busy, right? Summer's hitting. You have employee issues, and they have not started, but are doubling down on getting moving. Nothing had changed for them because there was no one there to hold them accountable. So why does this happen? We have so many good intentions. We're talented. We're smart individuals. Why can't we seem to get the business headed in the right direction and keep it going that way? Well, I think it's because of a lack of accountability. 9 times out of 10, when we lack accountability, the wind can just kind of blow us wherever it wants us to go, and there's no anchor holding us to a location. That's part of why we named our new content here at Business on Purpose the BOP Compass. It's to be a guide pointing us the right direction. But here's the thing about accountability. It's not a one-time event. No. It's consistent. It's unwavering. It happens over a long period of time. Sometimes it's abrasive and sometimes it's encouraging. But that's the power behind it. It's the simple reminder to stay focused on your team meetings, to train your team to your standard when chaos is buzzing in the background. It's that simple phone call in the middle of the week asking you about those 2 processes you said you were going to record, but hadn't gotten around to it yet. No, you said you were going to do this, so schedule time for it and let's keep moving forward. You see, you are not alone. We have a tendency to self-sabotage when left to ourselves, but when someone who is fully objective can look over your shoulder and offer perspective and hold you accountable to your vision and your values and give you the tools to get there, man, that is freedom. So what kind of accountability do you have in your life? If none, how do you go about getting it? Well, maybe you need to set up a bi-weekly lunch with a group of like-minded business owners. Maybe it's being fully transparent with them once or twice a month and letting them speak truth and hold you accountable. Maybe you need to join a mastermind group of people to help you think through what you can't understand and shine some light on your blind spots. Maybe you need a business coach to meet with you a couple times a month and give you a roadmap and a compass to build a business that matters, to not let you settle or chase after your tail. Because be honest, is that what you're doing? Are you settling and chasing after your tail? The one thing I can tell you, you need accountability, period. Or else I can all but guarantee your problems this year may not be exactly the same next year, but they will all have the same root. It's because you can't push chaos away for long enough to actually work on everything that matters in your business. We say this all the time, but people come to Business on Purpose for the content, right? They love our content, but that's not what keeps them around long term. They come for the content and they stay for the accountability. So who's holding you accountable? If the answer is no one, we would love to talk and to find a way to be that for you. It's what we get excited about. It's why we get out of bed every single morning so that we can liberate you, the business owner, from chaos. We love it. Hey, that's all for today. If you're looking for some free content just to hear more about us and what we do, head on over to our podcast, My Business on Purpose, and our YouTube channel. Just search My Business on Purpose, click and subscribe. It's great stuff. Have a great week. Thanks.